I love watching other people's monthly favorites videos, so I don't know why I haven't thought about doing them myself. I'm however many days late, but let's go through my January favorites. I'm gonna try to keep this as brief as possible, but sometimes I just talk a little bit too much. In no particular order, number one is the CERAVE Healing Ointment. I live in Vancouver in Canada, and it has been cold lately. It's actually covered in snow right now, and this has been a lifesaver for me. My nose is forever dry and peeling right on the tip here, so before I take my dog for a walk, or even just if I'm going out and I'm not wearing makeup, I'll take a bit of this, put it on my nose, and I also put it on my lips to help protect. It's just so good, and I do prefer this over Aquaphor or Vaseline. In the shower, I've been loving the Sol de Janeiro Delícia Drench shower oil. I can't see through the bottle, but it feels like I'm halfway through it. This smells exactly like the Delícia Drench body butter. It's hydrating, it leaves your skin feeling really soft, and the scent actually lingers. I usually wear this on days that I know I'm going to be wearing a sweeter fragrance, usually something vanilla based, but on days where I'm not going to be wearing that, I have been reaching for the NÉCESSAIRE Santal one like 100% of the time. I got the set that Sephora had over the holidays. It has all the scents of the NÉCESSAIRE body washes. This one and the Olibanum have been my favorites. This one is a sandalwood. It has a tiny touch of that pickliness that some sandalwoods can have. Think Santal 33 by Le Labo, but not as pickly. This one is much smoother and creamier, and I just love it. I actually used this today, and then I put on Saltaire Santal Bloom body lotion and the body oil, and then I have a sample of Van Cleef & Arpels Santal Blanc, and this combination smells insanely good. I only have one hair care product, and that's Ceremonia Aceite de Moska. This is a heritage scalp remedy oil. This is a pre-wash oil, so you put this on your hair and your scalp before washing. I like to leave it on for like 15 minutes, and then I wash it out with my shampoo. I feel like this has helped with a lot of dryness that I usually experience during the winter time. It also leaves my hair feeling really nourished. I recently dyed my hair dark after having it red for over a year, and my hair was feeling a little bit damaged, a little bit dry. Since dyeing my hair dark, I've been using this once a week before I wash my hair, and I've really been liking it. I got this at Sephora in New York. Unfortunately, it's not available at Sephora Canada, so I'm going to check on their website to see if they do ship to Canada. No secret, but I have been loving DIEUX Instant Angel Moisturizer. I have fully gone through an entire tube already. This is my second one. My skin is thriving with this. It leaves my skin feeling nourished, hydrated, plump. It leaves such a beautiful glow. It feels nice. It absorbs into the skin. It doesn't feel greasy. It doesn't feel oily. It doesn't feel thick. I just love it. Also, as a brand, I love DIEUX, and if you're not following Charlotte, who's one of the founders, and you feel overwhelmed by everything happening right now, she's a great person to follow and offers really good insight as to how politics tie into beauty. I'm a makeup artist, and I'm constantly trying new products, and it takes a lot for me to be really impressed by something, and something I'm absolutely loving and I've done quite a few videos on recently. These Ortega lip liners. This brand is founded by Etienne Ortega, who is a celebrity makeup artist. He does makeup for Lana Del Rey, Kali Uchis, Christina Aguilera. You 100% have seen his work. He's insanely talented, and when a makeup artist creates a makeup brand, the products just hit different. These are so good. These are creamy, they're easy to blend, they don't tug at your lips, they last really well, and the color range is just phenomenal. This one's random, but this Avita tea, I swear I have like 6 cups of it a day. It is so freaking good. Licorice root, peppermint leaf, sweet fennel, and basil. I will be the first person to tell you it does not sound appetizing. I do not like licorice. I do not like fennel. Basil goes on my pasta. This insanely good. What I really love about it is that it has this naturally sweet aftertaste, and it's literally addictive. Candles are one of the most calming and comforting things to me, and lately I have been burning them 24/7. Baltic Amber by VOLUSPA has been one of my favorites, and I ran through this candle so quickly. This one has amber resin, sandalwood, vanilla orchid. It's really warm, vanilla, a little bit sweet. It fills up the room really nicely, and the vessel, gorgeous. I feel like I should do a video on candles because that's something that I've been so heavy in right now. It's winter, it's freezing, my skin gets so reactive, so sensitive. RHODE Barrier Butter, another one of my favorites for the winter time. I slather this on. I've been wearing it at night, during the day, whenever I go out. It's really protective. To me, this kind of feels like a hybrid between a moisturizer and like a CeraVe healing ointment. RHODE Barrier Butter is thicker than the DIEUX Instant Angel. It's not as thick as like a CeraVe healing ointment. It really feels like a hybrid between those two products, but even then, I still use these two together sometimes, and they are so good. PREQUEL Multi-Acid Milk Peel is the answer to my prayers when it comes to exfoliants. This gives me as good results as the Dr. Dennis Gross peel pads with way less irritation, and it also gives me more results than the Paula's Choice lactic acid mandelic acid exfoliant. This for me is literally the best of both worlds. When I wake up the morning after using it, my skin is so soft, so smooth, and I can really tell when I'm washing my face, it just feels so soft. Leda 22 Oris. It's empty because I ran through this in a week. It is similar to Glossier You, and when I say it's similar, please don't think I'm saying it smells exactly the same, because it doesn't. It has a similar vibe to it where it's very clean and soft, but this one definitely has a fruitier, more floral, slightly juicier aspect to it. Some people find that Glossier You and that type of DNA smells like pencil shavings, or it's a little bit screechy. Take away the screechiness, add a little bit of sweetness, a little bit of fluffy marshmallow, then you have this. What more could you want? Ellis Brooklyn Marshmallows. I've had this for less than a week and I'm already obsessed. Insanely good. Need them to release this as an actual perfume, but honestly this one performs really well for a body mist for me. It's sweet, it's fluffy with a touch of peach, and it's honestly just perfection when it comes to marshmallow. Snif Me is in my top 5 from Snif. I freaking love this. This is the kind of skin scent I am leaning towards lately. It's not a laundry skin scent, it's not a soapy skin scent. This is a fruity skin scent and it has a little bit of bite to it. There's plum, there's peach, there's orris, there's sandalwood, and it's just divine. Disclaimer that I am not a book reader. It's not that I don't like reading. I actually really do like reading, but it takes for me to find a book that I completely get captivated by, that I'm so interested in, to want to continue reading it. There have been so many times where I'm reading a book and then 5 pages in, I realized that I wasn't paying attention to what I was reading for the last 4 pages because my mind was just going somewhere else. So I'd have to start reading it all over again, and then I just give up. This book I have been reading. And it could just be that I'm a huge fan of Anthony Bourdain. I used to love watching his show, and I love that he would go beyond the food. He would highlight the culture of the countries he went to. He would tell the stories and he would explore the history, and I just love him so much. Anthony Bourdain, World Traveler, I am loving it. It's just a really good way to explore different countries, different cultures, and his storytelling is so beautiful. So I love this right now. I honestly think it's so important to step out of your comfort zone, step out of what you know, learn about different countries, learn about different cultures, learn about different traditions. It'll just open your eyes to a lot of things, and sometimes you end up embracing different ways of thinking. Broaden your horizons, if you will. And last is 2 samples I recently tried. The first one is Vanilla Embers from EAUSO VERT. Oh my goodness, this took my breath away. It's like a warm, spiced, white floral, sweet. I am honestly in love with this fragrance. I find it to be very comforting. It has all the elements that I personally like in a fragrance. I love vanilla. I love white florals. I love a little bit of spice. And this just is perfection to me. And the last one is Artiste Architects Club. This one has similarities to Diptyque Eau Duelle, the Eau de Toilette, but I find it to be less aromatic, less green, and a little bit sweeter. Love it. These are my favorites for January. If you want me to keep doing these monthly favorites, let me know and I will do them. And if any of these are your favorites, let me know.
The great Anthony Bourdain once said, "In most American cities, the restaurant business as we know it would collapse overnight without Mexican workers. Some, of course, like to claim that Mexicans are stealing American jobs. But in 2 decades as a chef and employer, I never had one American kid walk in my door and apply for a dishwashing job, or even a job as a prep cook. Mexicans do much of the work in this country that Americans simply won't do."